It's 12 degrees, the end of the year is drawing close, but how do we make 2025 even better than 2024? Let's get into it. Oh my god, I just spat everywhere. My name's Ben Chapman and I've rode bikes for as long as I can remember. I love nothing more than jumping on a train and going to explore. I just love the freedom of having a bike. As a cyclist and some may say content creator, I can't ignore the presence and pressure of cycling as much as possible. If you subscribe to Strava or plan your routes through Strava, you'll be waiting for that ever-looming message towards the end of the year of how much you've ridden or how much you haven't ridden. It's very easy to compare yourself to others, and we're here to tell you today that those numbers don't actually matter. Cycling as a hobby has multiple disciplines, whether that be bike touring or BMXing. And I'll tell you something, BMXers don't need to know how many bar spins they did or tail whips at the end of the year. Isn't that right, Foxy?
That's right.
Cycling nearly 7,000 kilometres this year and over 4 hours a week. This actually only amounts to one ride a week. But we all know it's an average. I rode in multiple countries this year, and when I was at home in England, I had some rest time. I didn't ride at all. But over the year, on an average, I rode once a week. Just once. Foxy arrived at my house this morning, and I said, how far have you ridden this year?
I think 4,200 miles.
How many rides did you average?
Oh, not very many. I did a quarter of that in 5 days.
A quarter? What was the quarter?
Trans-Alba, 1,600 kilometres.
So you did 1,600 kilometres in one hit?
In one hit, non-stop.
That's pretty epic.
Well, yeah.
But does Strava say that's epic, or does it say you've only rode 4,000 kilometres?
It says all I've done is 4,200 miles.
It's shocking, really, isn't it?
A bit.
So should we be gauging ourselves on how many miles we've done this year?
No.
No. Because that's a big ride.
It's a big ride, took a while.
2024, I've had periods of peak fitness, but in 2024 I've also had periods of peak laziness. This has been my first full year of filming my cycling adventures and trips, and what a year it has been. What's been your favourite trip that I've done, Foxy?
None of them, because I haven't been on them.
Myself, Foxy, Graham and a few others have documented our cycling adventures for a year now, and I think I've got a good gauge of what our audience is. Some of you like to mess around with bikes, but the majority of you like to ride bikes and have fun. And that is actually one stat that Strava doesn't have. A phunometer. Imagine if Strava had a phunometer.
Yeah, good,
how much fun did you have on this ride?
A lot.
A lot. We always try to have as much fun as possible, and maybe Strava should add that in. How much fun did you have on this ride today?
still going, still.
I love cycling and I love adventure, but over the last few months, we've lost Foxy. Over the last few months, I felt like something has been missing. Every ride I've been on has been for myself, for my mental health, and for the passion of cycling. And every video you've watched is a ride I would have gone on anyway. So I'm proud to say that the filming is just a byproduct of something that I would be doing anyway. But with filming, there's the pressure of telling a story, teaching you something, and showing you a beginning, a middle, and an end. Something that flows. Oh, Foxy.
Oh.
What have you done?
Fixed?
Fixed.
Just like that. Oh, no, hasn't it?
Oh, there's glass in it.
Oh.
You need to pull the glass out. A few weeks ago, I rode to Scotland and this happened. I pulled the glass out and it's sealed better.
So there's the hole there. And just pull it out.
Yeah.
I've never done that before.
And every video I've made, I've tried to improve, whether that be the filming, the editing, or the audio. Next year, I have set myself a little challenge, and actually, Foxy doesn't even know this. You don't know this.
No, I don't.
Oh, so,
Why not?
Filming on a hill. Next year, Foxy, I have entered the Kilda duathlon.
Ooh.
And it's... Ooh. Hang on, I need to stop. Let's stop, Foxy. I've got it.
Right.
I couldn't remember. Right, Foxy. I'm going to tell you what it is. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
So, the Kilda Gravel Duathlon, it consists of 10k run, 35k gravel ride, and then a 6k run to end.
Sounds good.
Do you want to do it?
Let's do it.
So in 2005, I've already booked my first challenge, and hopefully this will motivate me throughout the year to stay fit and healthy. And for transparency, I can't run. So that is going to be my first challenge, learning to run. Can you run?
I can run, but not,
But not well, yeah. I can run, but not well. Trips of plenty next year, and some are already booked. India, Sri Lanka, Malaysia. This year has been absolutely great and a fantastic set of adventures. So next year, woo! So next year, it's not going to work, is it? Hang on. Ready? So next year we want to do more in this country, the UK. There will be trips abroad, but we want to do more here. I've said it before and I'll say it again. In the comments below, tell me what you guys want to do next year. And me, Foxy, and maybe a few others, well, we'll see if we can join you. Every trip that I've done this year, I think anyone could do. With the right amount of food and the right amount of time, turning the pedals, most people could get across India, around Malaysia, and through the gravel of Sri Lanka. But without the help of some of my sponsors, just getting there would be quite hard. So that's why I've decided to do more in this country, explore what we've got here. How's your puncher holding up?
It's holding up now after the second plug.
We didn't film that, did we?
No.
It came out again.
I did. But we plugged it.
Again,
and it's holding.
Rode for the last 3 hours. We've had some coffee, we've had some cake,
We have. Portuguese.
cakes,
A nice sandwich.
a nice sandwich, and we haven't told anybody why we're riding today. Why are we riding? We don't need a reason to ride, do we?
We're just
We're just riding.
something to do.
Something to do. We're
Yeah.
getting 3 hours of fitness in.
Yeah.
So yeah, today we've had no reason to ride other than we wanted to
For the
ride our
sake of
bikes.
riding.
It's alright, you just talk over me.
Oh, yeah.
How am I going to edit that?
I don't know.
I'll just leave it in.
Leave it in.
Leave it in. We are 60k into this, and as I've mentioned in previous videos, cycling in your 40s doesn't get any easier. British Cycling have just announced their mountain bike cross-country endurance series, which is coming April next year. Now, I have threatened it before getting into racing, and a lot of people have said, why don't you race? But I never felt like I could fit in a race environment. I have done one cyclocross race a few years ago, and I snapped my seat post. I wasn't winning, but it put me out of the race. And I actually cancelled my British cycling membership because I wasn't using it. But I think a cross-country endurance race is something that I could get involved in. Now I know at this point Graham's thinking, I'll believe it when I see it. But I've seen a really nice Trek Pro Caliber factory racing white bike, and I think it's got my name written all over it. Now with cross-country, there's a few jumps, a few logs, a few rocks, and bike handling is a... Don't want that in there, do we? I love adventure. Cross-country, there's logs, there's jumps, there's boulders, and bike handling is a must. And I think I've got that. Jump. But so is fitness. And I definitely don't have the fitness for what I've watched. I've been race fit previously, and I believe I could probably get back there. But cyclocross and road racing didn't really excite me. But I think XC could. Oh, and if you're wondering what's going on behind us, Foxy's plug's fallen out again.
As long as it gets us home. Nearly there.
Massive thank you to everybody that's followed along over the last year. It's incredible to think that you guys, well, want to watch us play around on bikes. And a massive thank you to Team Cycles. Thank you to Graham and Foxy, because without you guys, this wouldn't be possible. Join myself and Foxy in the new year when we'll be taking our bikes over to Amsterdam for our first yearly adventure. We've done around about 60k today. We've had some coffee, we've had some cake, and we've discussed everything that's happened in 2024, and what a great one it's been. As always, I'm going to leave this video here. Please remember to comment, like and subscribe, and I wish everyone a happy new year. Quicker.